Melania. That's how Melania and the first lady and the president met. Really?
Fuck yeah. Whoa. What's up? Sunday night, Earlverse is in the house. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I know I did. My set at the comedy store last night, not great, but good. So, but good at the comedy store is great at any other club. So I'll take it. So I hope you guys had a good night, a good weekend, and we can wrap it up right now with a nice tight stream, and we can start the week on a good note. I talked to Willie Simon, who was on New Faces. He had a good time, and that's about all I spoke with, to be honest with you. Um, I mean, it's pretty hard as someone who's done JFL twice, never as a comic, both times as roast battle. It's pretty fun. I mean, y'all go to that one hotel, I forget SC which one it is, where most of, if not all of the comics are staying. And there's that round circular bar that everyone hangs out at, and you stay there for hours, and you roam the streets, you go back to the bar. I mean, it's awesome. So I hope to be up there next year as a comic. Um, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not what it used to be. I mean, I think, and of course, I could be just saying this because I'm being self-serving, but I would say the last year JFL was really poppin' was the first season of Roast Battle when it was just awesome. Um, I remember after I beat Jimmy Carr, we went to the Comedy Central outdoor party, and like everybody was coming up to me going, "That's the guy who beat Jimmy Carr." And it was just hundreds, it seemed like thousands of people. It's probably closer to hundreds. It was just awesome. Fans were having a good time, and it's a festival where like big name comics, at least at that time, were interacting with fans. Um, so I don't know why it's gone downhill. I mean, you definitely don't hear the buzz like you used to. I think almost with each year, it's less about let's get the best comics up here and let's get comics who have big followings up there. What up, Ross Incognito? Um, well, I don't know what they're paying. The galas didn't seem that big. I mean, in years past, you had like Dr. Ken doing a gala, and you know, Bert Kreischer doing a gala, and the theater shows were like Rob Schneider, and now not as much. But it's still I still wish I was up there and did it. Nothing's the same, really. Um, so we'll see. I mean, I don't think it, and it also doesn't mean as much as it used to for your career. Um, it used to be like, I'm talking in the 80s when it was the Aspen Comedy Festival, like when Kevin Brennan did it. If you did well at, Aspen or the early years of JFL in Montreal, you got a lot out of it. It's like I remember David Brenner when he said the first time he got the couch on the Tonight Show, literally the next day he had a year's worth of road work. That's not quite like that, but like if you got new faces in Montreal, you were guaranteed at least one late night spot on TV and probably a comedy special. Whereas now, if you get new faces, it's still good to get, but you're literally at an open mic when you get back to LA. Like nobody cares. So it's just different. What up, William Zoom? Have you seen the 80s movie, The Portal? I don't think I have. Um, so, I mean, they just weren't like, I don't think Russell Peters did one, and he was up there. He might have, I didn't see it if he did it. So, nothing's really the same anymore in the entertainment business. So it's just one of those things where you do it, and it's what you do with it. Whereas um, before you could do it and literally the phone would ring for you. Now you got to make the phone calls. So, hey, I was just in Montreal. I just did, this show or that show. It's like I'll also compare like what Roast Battle was this year to what it was when I did it. When I did it, it was the talk of the festival. I mean, and it was the last show every night. So everyone could come, and everyone did come. Like Chappelle would come, and like John Mulaney would come. I mean, every big name comic would specifically make it a point to go to Roast Battle. Whereas this year, through my inside source, it's like 100 people there. No celebrities. I didn't even know who the one judge was. Like, that's crazy to me. Yeah, I mean, Adam Ray's he's a big name, but I don't know if I would put him in the level of say like Burt and Segura and Rogan and Kreischer. But he's very popular. The Dr. Phil character is really taken off. So I think the problem with that is if you don't like Dr. Phil, you know. But what's happening, pal? Life, baby, life is happening. Um, you know, like I saw two people who got JFL at the Comedy Store last night. They were on a belly room show, you know. So, I mean, he's definitely moving up, and he's popular, and he's really well liked. Like not many people will say a bad word about Adam. Um, so, um, I hope to be up there next year. I've certainly got a year now to plan for it. So we'll see what happens. If I, let's just say got Gutfeld and maybe one late night appearance, that would certainly help. Yeah, Adam's very good at impressions. He does a great Hinchcliffe too. And whether you like or hate Tony, yeah, Lancaster knows what time it is. Excuse me. I get gassy when I see Lancaster in the house. Yeah, I mean, I think if I were up there, I could hop on some shows. But I want to be up there in an official capacity, not just, because I know a lot of my friends go up there and just like fucking loiter and wander the streets like a lost dog in Tijuana looking for scraps. I don't think so. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm sure Adam and Tola are friends. Um, so that makes sense. I mean, I don't know if I'm friendly enough with either one of those two where if they saw I was, Steph is the type to go, "Hey, Earl, want to come watch my show?" Not really. I'd like to be on it. I don't want to watch it. Can you say, yeah, we don't do, this isn't morning radio, user 23DT2G53BHYT. Holy fuck. Um, yeah, 100%. What happened to Frank Caliendo? I think impressions are great, but they get old after a while. I mean, I think, funny enough, when what was it when he stopped being the Fox sports guy? That's when Rob Riggle took over. Um, and yeah, we don't do shout outs in here. I mean, this isn't the Morning Zoo radio show. I mean, next thing you guys want a ricochet sound effect. Hello, yeah, R.I.P. Lonnie Anderson. That's the amount of times I beat off to her is staggering. So I might throw one down tonight. Just respect. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm getting some intelligence. The great thing about I've got to go to my Hunter Biden laptop here. I'm getting some breaking news in the LA comedy world. Well, in fairness, user 23DTG563BHYT, that is a weird name. Hit the like and subscribe button, you son of a bitch. Let's see what this breaking. Whoa. Let's see what this Whoa. People. Let's see what this breaking news story is here. You guys can talk amongst yourselves for a second. You know me, I like to be ahead of the curve when there's shtick going around. Hold on, yeah. Okay, I'm not sure. That's too speculative to break news like that. I don't. This isn't TMZ Zumach here. You know what I'm saying? I must verify facts before I break them in the LA comedy world. I'm sure my numbers would be a lot better if I just did news about the LA comedy world. Just name names, cause the stink. I know what time it is. I know how to work the system. So, Sagao, where are you from? Sounds like you might be from the Far East. Welcome to the Earlverse. What's wrong with how I work the camera, William? I thought my camera work was pretty good with this Gorilla stick. Is it the most technologically advanced stream in the world? Probably not. Oh yeah, so I tried. I really tried. The Earl sign is backwards. I'm not sure what to do here. Let's see, pressing that button. Lighting on. Oh, we got lighting on now too. There you go. I'll try and figure it out, but I did not reset the phone. I reported you, little bro. What did I do? Reported me for what? A great stream? Thank you very much. I've done nothing wrong, user. 23DTG563BHYT. I'm not a little dude. I'm a big man. And if you reported me, then so be it. I've done nothing wrong. I've said nothing that goes against the YouTube terms of service. And I don't like your energy, to be honest with you. So feel free to leave my stream. I actually haven't talked about that, so you must, yeah, William Zoom, you can do that. I've not talked about sex once, so Guth, 1980, amazing, thank you. User, how big of a dude? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he's trolling. I can already tell the trolls aren't very funny, which is par for the course with trolls in this stream in particular. See, I don't mind trolls if they're funny, but like, you know, it's just like, what up, Shandy girl? You know, I don't even know what his angle of attack is. So, report. I mean, I do have pretty big arms. Isaac, what up? I have no idea what you need. I'm an AEW guy, so I don't watch WWE. Just not my thing. I mean, it's probably a better product presentationally. You know, I mean, AEW. Well, yeah, I've got to do what the Kevin Brennan model is. You know, it's like, okay, you want to troll me? Pay me some money, honey. So that's my. I think I'm gonna, at least for this stream, do that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened that night. So it hasn't happened since. That was just a weird stream where had about 20, 30 people in here, which is about my normal rate. And then I looked up and we had 485 people in here, and then it got up to 700. But I guess it was just an anomaly and a bot stream, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think AEW is the better wrestlers. You know, you've got Osprey, Ricochet, Omega, Okada, Speedball Mike Bailey. But, you know, WWE definitely has the better production. Yeah, I mean, I really was pretty happy that night because I thought it was real. But, you know, yeah, I mean, you know, titles do help. I mean, I've got to come up maybe with something more creative than Earl Skakel is live. But, so, you know, I haven't quite figured out that game yet. Hopefully I do someday. I mean, I'm not going to stop. But, I mean, I know sometimes in my shorts, when I have a creative title, it definitely helps there. You know, like my last short from the Comedy Store, I forget what I entitled it, but it got like 6,000 views, which is a lot for someone who only has 3,700 subscribers. That would be pretty funny. The freaks that would show up at that thing. Actually, tonight might have been a good stream. I've been given intel that something may go down on the corner of Sunset and San Vicente in a few hours. Violence, if you will, but I don't know if I want to get caught up into that. Yeah, I mean, Odin, I haven't seen him in a while, so yeah, let me do that right now and let's see what they come. You know, that's whoa, sorry about that. That's the great thing about me is I am open to suggestion. So, how do I ask AI? Like, what do? Let me see. Jesus, man, I got people texting me now. I mean, don't people realize I'm trying to stream? Ask AI. Chat with Gemini. Is that free? Easy. ChatGPT.com. All right, let's do that. Ask anything. Okay. Best title for, maybe it would help if I spelled title right, for YouTube live video. All right, let's go. All right. Live now. Let's talk. Okay. Let's see here. Here's the top three. Live now, let's talk. Hanging out live, come say hi. You won't believe what happens live. Stay tuned. I mean, all right. I mean, I guess I could try that with this stream. So let's just for gits and shiggles, see what I did there. Let's change the title of the live. All right. This is, let's see. Live now. Let's see if this helps. Maybe it will. I don't know. Let's talk life. Join. All right, we'll see what happens now. And see if this just gets millions of people in the chat. And if it doesn't, we tried. Love from the Sunset Strip. It's Big Daddy. Live from the Sunset Strip. Yes, yes. And Love from the Sunset Strip. What title would generate the most views from a YouTube vlog? Okay. Let's see. We'll do that. Maybe I didn't title. Yeah, what I've been told is there is, well, I can't say what I've been told, but let's just say two groups of people might be on that intersection that generate the most, who don't like each other. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see this. All right, here we go. All right, are you afraid of that haunted doll that comedian bought? You'd think I would be. Let me see here. Hold on, I'm missing some questions. What do you think of the Tupac Shakur hologram? I mean, I don't know. Crips and Bloods, yes. Oh, did they bring back Brock Lesnar? All right, let's clickbait. This show got me banned. The crowd hated me until this joke. I made a joke about my ex. She was in the audience. Heckler tried to ruin my set. Let me see here. Let me see. I got roasted on stage. Let's just see what happens with, we might change the name of the title later, but, we'll see what happens. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Moses, for the suggestions. Baseball Furies and the Lizzies. Hey, you guys are a good group. Polish people paste a lot on planes. What the fuck? You're not just going to gloss over the Tupac Shakur hologram. It's an interesting topic. I mean, I don't really like it. I mean, it's not really, Kiss is going to do a hologram. Will I go to that? I might go to the first one, but I'm not going to go to the second one. Um, Tom Myers is great with titles. I mean, do you want that to be the name of the? That'd be funny if I just said Tom Myers is great with titles. Um, well, I'm gonna assume that the first one's gonna be okay. Let's see what they do here. I mean, is it unique in any capacity? And then I can't imagine a hologram show being good. So live from West Hollywood. Yeah, that probably would get me a few extra views. I should go. There is a place called Vaseline Alley where it's like, I guess, like not even prostitutes, but just horned up gay dudes go. And I guess that alley is like a free for all. I should go to that live on location. Oh, I thought that said Mr. Haney. What up, Chris Mack in the house? Always a pleasure to have you people in the stream. Um, got so maybe I'll do a protein donut review in a minute. Oh yeah, I bet the fires. Good luck with that. Indy 500 pits are called Gasoline Alley. Yeah, they ain't called Vaseline Alley. That'd be a whole dip. Well, we have gotten a little jump in viewers since the title change. Man, you really achieve a lot of suction on that water bottle. That's a fact, Jack. Sam Bibby. Pro nut. Yeah, I'm always pro nut, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, I love you too, Richard. Want to hear something funny? Not really. There's a 1,000-pound shirtless dude begging money. Ed Spacer, I'm not sure what that means. But hit the like and subscribe button, baby cakes. And we're just a happy stream here. How many grams? Let me see. This is, do we go to the protein donut here? Here's the nutritional information. Thank you very much, Ed. This is a stream of consciousness, if you will. I'm a comedy soldier. Yeah, I bet you are, Lancaster, you bone smoker. Um, oh, it's backward. Well, I don't know why it's backward. I'm not sure what I've done to manipulate the stream, but I'm having a good time in here. And maybe we'll end the stream with a game of NCAA Football College 26. So football is back. I think the Chargers really ripped up on the Detroit Lions. So it's good to have football back. Thank you to the Earl reviews. Great stuff. I appreciate it. I'm not going to lie to you. They never really got good numbers, but I'm trying to hit the algorithm from all angles. Hey, no, improv. Don't. I'm a Steeler fan too. It'll be interesting to see what a 40-plus-year-old Aaron Rodgers can do. No, I played a few games since the last stream. Heartbreak City, man. So I won the MAC conference, and then I didn't get into the NCAA playoffs, but I did play in some weird bowl game against Florida State, who was ranked number 18 in the country. And it's a back and forth game. And the score, with like 1 minute left, they were up, I think 42 to 36. So I had to drive the field in a minute and score a touchdown. So I'm driving the field. And I'm cheating because I found a play that really hacks the defense. And I literally just throw the ball. You guys know if you've seen me play the game. I throw the ball. It's an out to the running back, to the halfback. And typically it'll gain anywhere between 5 and 20 yards. So I would do like a run play and then that play, a run play and then that play. Now I have a minute left, so I can't do I had no timeouts left. And I'm on the 1 yard line. And the ball is on the right side of the field, which sets up for the halfback pass because that's on the left side of the field. And I really think that the computer fucks with you when the game's close. Like I kept hitting X to hike the ball and it wouldn't hike it. And finally it hikes it with literally 1 second left on the clock. My play is open. I've got a touchdown. I'm going to beat Florida State. And they were ranked like 19th in the country, which for a MAC team, the difference in roster talent between the 19th ranked big school in the country and a little MAC team is enormous. Like I might have like one fast player on my team. They've got 20. So I throw the ball. And for the first time in maybe 100 times running this play, the linebacker intercepted the ball. He got like a super speed. I've never seen it happen before. And with 1 second left, I threw an interception. I almost threw my clicker against the wall. I almost threw this phone against the wall. But I think my mama in heaven, I literally had my clicker in the hand going like this, and I couldn't, like my mom was intervening. So, did you hear Pamela Anderson? Yeah. Listen, they've been there and done it all. You know how much pussy Liam Neeson's got? So, what's the odds for the Akron Jacksons next season? They're not, I do notice though, after this, the season was over, after that loss, I ended up getting like 2 3-star recruits, which for Akron, Akron in real life, what I do like about the game is it's pretty realistic. Like Akron is never going to get a 5-star recruit to come to Akron. They're going to go to USC. They're going to go to Alabama. They're going to go to Georgia. They're going to go to Florida State, Miami, UCLA, Oregon. Um, so, um, it's realistic in that sense. When are you going to start playing this against other people? Well, my Wi-Fi is so bad I can't get online on my TV, so I don't mind just playing against myself. The computer, and the scary thing is, rookie level is too much. It's too easy. I'm playing the varsity level, which is pretty fair. I've tried one game at the pro level, and it's not even. I don't know who could beat the computer. It's like makes every play, intercepts half your passes, stuffs every running play. It's not fun at all. So, yeah, we don't. We don't. Bobby Riggs. We don't talk about Ray DeVito in here. This is a Dabbleverse friendly stream. We don't. We're not going to talk about Karmic X and Felicia Gillespie porking in some room. We're not going to talk about Kiki's booty shots on OnlyFans. We don't do that in here. You're going to have to go to Chad Zummick's stream. I'm sure someone from the Dabbleverse is streaming live. You got to pay for Dabbleverse talk. I've drawn a line in the sand. You got to show me the money, honey. I looked at the pictures, to be honest with you. Not for me, but hey, whatever. I'm sure I'm not for her. So, William, I've never come so close to breaking my phone and the clicker at the same time. To me, I play video games because they're fun. But when the computer's fucking with you, I'm telling you right now, I could run that same play 100 times and the other team wouldn't intercept it. So, but so that kind of defeats the purpose of the video game. But yeah, I have missed football, Chris Mack. I'm just reading back the streams. Well, you got to pay for it, I've got to kind of model myself after Kevin Brennan. Where Kevin, they troll him. Hey, your brother's much funnier than you, and he won't read it. But then when they super chat, hey, your brother's much funnier than you, $10, he'll read it. So if you want to talk about the Dabbleverse in here, you got to show me the money, honey. Yeah, 100% Bobby Riggs. I'm King Stooge. I've done a 35-minute stream. I haven't asked for money once. How dare you, you son of a bitch. So, yes, that's the business model. I don't talk to trolls unless they pay me. You want to try and ruin my stream and mood? Pay me the money, honey. All right, that's enough shill. You know, I don't have a goal here. I don't grift you guys for fucking money. I don't stream snipe other people's shows. I hit record and we talk for an hour. Sometimes we talk for as long as 2 hours. You bastard. By the way, I loved you as a tennis player against Billie Jean King. See, I get the reference, Bobby Riggs. I know what time it is. And I appreciate you stirring the pot. I do. And I'm just trying to help you guys end the weekend on a good note. Any news on the independent film? I mean, it's not looking good, to be honest with you. I mean, I know my group of scenes, my character shoots August, I think, like 10th through the 15th. And I've seen on the producer's Instagram, they've already started shooting. So that typically would mean I didn't get it. But, you know, it's an independent film, and a lot of these things are fucking fly-by-night. You know, I could get a call August 11th going, hey, our guy dropped out. Can you do it tomorrow? So I would love to, yes, Martin Riggs, that's a fact. Did the troll, was he spamming? I didn't even see what he put. The secret of life is to be happy and to only deal with people who make you happy. That's why I do these streams. This stream makes me happy. You know, I generally enjoy all of you and consider you guys friends. On your iPhone, go to settings, camera, mirror, front camera. That should fix it. I did that. So the setting is off. So no mirroring, but I'll try it after I get done with this stream again. Now, I'm normally against eating on camera. Do you guys want me to try this donut? It's a Fit Pebble donut. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to eat on camera, but I will take a bite. It's kind of a small donut. It's not that, but so here's what it looks like out of the box. Okay, I'll eat on camera. I thought you guys might mind, but it's not bad. It does taste like Fruity Pebbles. Here's what it looks like. Tastes pretty good, actually. So good that I'm going to eat the other one. Well, I'm sure he'll mention Jessica. We all remember Jessica. Apparently Jeff doesn't, but hold on, Gummo dude. We'll get to that in a second. Ashley C. coming after KB for stiffing her thoughts. I mean, to be honest with you, I feel good going. I'll plug this company, and I paid full price for this donut. SweetBeastDesserts.com. I don't know if they ship these things out. I don't know how that would work, but it's very good. In terms of Ashley Cummings, I mean, she's already boring, to be honest with you. Um, I mean, nobody cares. Like I said, if you took away the fact that she was or Whitney Cummings' sister, literally, she would bring nothing to the table. And like I said, I don't know her. I've never interacted with her. I took one of her yoga classes once, like many years ago. Um, but um, I mean, she's not funny. I mean, I think she's an attractive yoga-looking type, if that's your thing. Um, what up, SK? But um, she's already lost market space to Clearwater Chad. So that's not good. Um, I mean, I tried to watch a little bit of her show with Kiki, who I don't know. And I don't know who Bronston is, to be honest with you, Richard. Um, it was unwatchable. So I just, and she's no match for Kevin Brennan. See, that's the problem. Thank you, Gummo Dude, for the $2 stream chat. What up, Illuminati? Um, oh, Bronston Jones. Yeah, I know him. Well, I bet you he'll gloss over that, or he'll play the victim. You guys, I've been a straight shooter on that. I've always said that in terms of that subject, Jeff's side. See, my Kevin Brennan model has been effective. We'll put Jeff on hold. Bobby Riggs, $2. Who's the bigger Piazza? Ray, Chad, or Karmic X? I mean, that's a tough question to answer, Bobby Riggs. What up, Saint Ranger? I mean, if you're really being serious and asking me, who do I think is the gayest amongst those three? I look at Ray as almost asexual. Chad is not Nick Swartzen's type. If you know, you know. And I know very little about Karmic X, but I'm going to say Karmic X because the other night when he had Felicia horned up and ready in his hotel room, his first thought is to message Kevin Brennan and go, hey, send me the link. I would have not communicated with anyone for several hours because Felicia's ankles would have been earrings, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to go with Karmic X. And he seems like a good dude, but, he's another one that, he's kind of new to the Dabbleverse and he's the flavor of the month right now, but he doesn't. He is William. You got to trust me on that one. Like if I have a girl who's basically saying, "Hey, let's get it on, Earl," I'm not doing a live stream. um, so, well, I mean, I don't really know Felicia, so I mean, listen, if she's horny and he's horny, I see nothing wrong with them hooking up. But I don't know why I say this because I really don't know much about Karmic, but he seems like a guy who falls in love with a girl pretty easily. So I just hope it doesn't end poorly. But of course, that's what the Dabbleverse wants. So, um, and he is also, I know Dylan back in the day, and he is also, I'm from the area. Uh, is Tim Dillon gay? I believe he is. Some people don't, but I don't really care if he is or isn't, to be frank. But oh shit, we got Zoom, Jess Jenna, and Gina Babina. All we need is Flat Cat and Kip Smith in the house for a first-time 5 moderator hat trick. So welcome aboard. All right, let's change the name of the title just to see. You know, we did get a little bump after I changed the title. So since this is maybe a standard stream, Bomber killed my night at the Comedy Store. Let's see this. Let's see this. Bomber killed my night at the Comedy Store. So let's try this. We'll just have many different titles. Edit title and description. Um, bit of clickbait here. Let's see here. Bomb or killed my set at the Comedy Store last night. All right, so let's see how this does. We'll just have a roving title change. Yes, dabbling with Earl. Well, since it's not really a Dabbleverse stream, I would feel like that is very clickbait. You know, from the standpoint of, you know, now if the next half hour we're streaming, all I get is super chats for Dabbleverse questions, and it's game on, baby doll. But Gina Bobby, okay, we don't do Rob Saul question. Oh, Gummo, dude, you did send a super chat, so you can ask Gina Bobina that. So yes, it did derail the LA comedy set, but I can assure you, if Felicia got to LA and we were hanging out in my not hotel room but my palatial condo, and we were on the couch, and I got the sense that it was about to go down, I would not be going, "Hey, let's do a live right now." You shouldn't have bomb or kill in the title. YouTube does not like that. Oh, really? Oops. All right. Well, that's what Chat GPI said. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, if we were at Skakel Manor, I would not be doing a stream. What up, bada bing, Stugats? Welcome to the Earlverse stream. We're going to do about another 15 minutes. Bada bing. Palming after dark. Yeah, comedy after dark. Maybe comedy after dark. We'll see. I'll just continue fucking around with the title. And, you know, listen, I hope they become boyfriend, girlfriend, and have a great relationship or whatever. But that's not going to do well in Dabbleverse land. They want drama, you know, and you know, I'm sure a lot of this is being done to troll Pat Dixon. So, you know, I mean, I may talk about ex-girlfriends, but it's never really in a bad way on here. So, has anyone seen Levy? I just seen his face on a MILF carton. Hello, I have not talked to Levy in probably about a year. Felicia keeps tweeting about Chad. She's trying to make Karmic X jealous. What up, Jumpin' Slash? Well, I mean, they were so drunk, William, unlike most of my comedy comrades, especially the one that was probably the most sexually attracted to me. Ironically, she had the biggest tits. I would not have done anything with them because it would have been borderline. You can barely stand, so you probably wouldn't fight me on any physical interactions. I don't do that with women. I want them to be completely sober for the Skakel salami. Yeah, that is why I did not pursue that particular woman, and I haven't heard from them since. So, you know, they're probably, I believe they were from Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, I can, you know, just think what could have been. What about the woman at the Beverly Hills Rite Aid? I don't remember that one. I heard some of them were a little. Yeah, I mean, the one that was like probably the most into me, the most talkative. She was. She could barely walk. You know, I don't. I just can't. You got to be sober if you want the Skakel salami, or near sober. So yeah, I mean, they were like drunk. And the only reason I followed him on the promenade that night is, to be honest with you, that area at night is rough with aggressive homeless people and just fucking creeps from the neighborhood bars. And those neighborhood bars, they're like fucking um, rough, like dive bar type places. So, I can live with how I handle myself. Um, oh yeah, I mean, well, it's not there anymore, so I can't even go there. Back in the day, yes, the Beverly Hills Rite Aid was because they served booze there, so all the horned up girls would go there to get booze. Um, Earl, do you eat corn the long way? Come over and find out, Daryl. Hello, hello. I had corn yesterday, actually. Um, we had a little building party because this building is really weird. It's 24 units, and no one really talks to each other. Like I'm a lone wolf in this building, but it was kind of neat to meet your neighbors. And the girl in Unit 4 is pretty cute, but I think she's a lesbian. So what are you gonna do? Hey, we're gonna do another 9 minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna watch Big Brother. Bam, 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 bam. I love Big Brother. It's a great social experiment on human behavior. Um, um, I don't know. I like corn when it's off the cob, like so I don't have to do the work. Um, so um, it's. But my neighbor, Gay Bryan, he made some great burgers. So it was fun time. I just got back from Gold's Gym, so we'll see where the night takes me, if you know what I'm saying. Um, and it's hot out here. I mean, I would say right now, what is it, 8:57? It's probably about 80 degrees outside right now. So there's that. Um, but overall, it was a good weekend for me. I should hear by Wednesday about Gutfeld. Everything has been done, so you know, thoughts and thoughts would help. And I think someone asked me a couple minutes ago. I didn't answer the question: do I ever come back east? Only if it pays really well. Like I remember Shuley asked me to come to that thing they did in Rochester a couple of years ago, and he said we'll figure out the money, but we'd love to have you. And I can't. I'm not flying to Rochester and figure out the money later. Um, is there a gay or a guy? Is there a gay guy that lives in that building that works at the Apple Store? I don't believe so, William. Um, I mean, I'm lesbian friendly, mainly because I look like one. Heyo. Um, so, by the way, I did do a Hulk Hogan joke that someone in the chat last night, or maybe it was Friday night, kind of came up with the idea. I said Hulk Hogan's funeral going to be amazing, and if you think about it, pro wrestlers' funerals have the potential for some sheer awesomeness. I mean, how cool would it be if they're fucking lowering Hulk Hogan's casket in the ground and all of a sudden the Undertaker came out and power slammed him into the casket? And if you remember, the first casket match was the Undertaker versus Kamala. So, and Kamala was scared of the casket. But that's when WWE turned him into a fucking cartoon character. So, um, but it is kind of a historic match. Man, the Kamala had some good feuds with Hulk Hogan and the Undertaker. Um, yeah, I don't stay at Hampton Inns. And when I did Roast Battle in Montreal, now the first season I had no clout, but they did put us in a nice hotel. I said I want a suite for season 1. I'm the star of this fucking show. Not that Roast Battle makes stars. I want a nice room. And trust me, I got it. One of the funniest stories you'll ever hear is Hogan stooging Taker saying, "You got me, brother." Hey-o. I have not heard that story. What up, Gambu? We're just about to end the stream. You got about 5 more minutes. Yeah, not me, Illuminati. I don't go to hotels with the pores. Um, James Earl Skakel Jones in the house. By the way, I will be headlining Hi-Fi Protege's comedy show Tuesday, August 12th. Are you going to live stream that? You can live stream my set, Hi-Fi Protege, if you want, so people can get a glimpse of my comedy that's not up at the Comedy Store. Yeah, I like Rick Martel. At least you're still alive, unlike Lonnie Anderson. Yeah, I mean, like I said in the beginning of the stream, the amount of times I beat off to Lonnie Anderson is fabulous. So, Hi-Fi promotes comedy. Um, where's the festival at? JFL, Montreal, Canada. No, I stayed at the Skakel compound back east. Trust me, that was a funner hang, if you know what I'm saying. And I think you do, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We've done a nice, tight hour stream. I hit the goal of $4. So, I'm not asking you to give me money at PayPal, Super Chats, Scream Chats, and whatever else they do. Have you ever, I had to answer that question already. Um, well, here's what I heard. If you watch, and it makes sense that Hogan, in his match with Goldberg, ribbed him. And what I mean by that is he put like icy hot on his arms. So when Hogan and Goldberg lock up that first time, you see Goldberg go like this, like he had something in his eye. And they say Hogan whispered to him, "Welcome to the big leagues, kid." So I mean, yeah, Hogan and Undertaker, two icons. I get asked all the time what my Mount Rushmore would be. Now, my personal Mount Rushmore would be Hogan, or whether you like him or not. I mean, he carried wrestling for almost 2 decades. I would say Hogan, Flair, Austin, and The Rock. Just based on name, branding. Um, and there's certainly others. The Undertaker. John Cena, Dusty Rhodes, and other people who weren't in WWE. Um, yes, the Skakel Army was in Montreal, and you carried me to the live finale. Any updates on Gutfeld? No. I mean, my package, if you will, has been sent to Gutfeld personally, not by me, but I sent my stuff via a third party to the booker, and the booker said I will send this to Gutfeld personally. So, there's nothing more I can do. And Rob Schneider made a phone call on my behalf. So it's literally, now I'm going to treat Gutfeld like many of the auditions I go on. You do them, you do the best you can, and then you just kind of leave it up to, the process of, you know, either get it or you don't. And if you don't get it, you move on to the next one. So if I don't get Gutfeld, which I think I will, but if I don't, I'll start trying to get on Jimmy Fallon and see, get that. And if I don't get Fallon, I'll try Seth Meyers. And, I'm an animal. I ain't quitting at this point. So the mothership on the Superstation. Oh, I thought you meant the mothership in Austin. Hello. 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 When are you releasing the clip of your audition for Gutfeld? Well, we'll wait till Gutfeld gets it. I mean, the thing I released today, the short, was the first two jokes, just topical jokes. I mean, I sent him a clip of me at the Comedy Store, clipped up by Hi-Fi Protege, and dry bar doesn't help anybody, to be honest with you. I mean, I know people who've gotten 2 or 3 dry bars. It's done nothing for them. So I'd rather try Gutfeld or Fallon or whatever. And, late night shows don't mean what they used to be, but, I'm not in a position to say, yeah, I don't want to do Jimmy Fallon. And that would take me to New York, and, hey, who knows? So, well, yeah, I mean, it didn't really help Ray, to be honest. I mean, I'm all about I'm not doing anything unless it helps me, and dry bar would mean absolutely nothing to me. So, and dry bar will survive with or without me. Trust me on that one. So I don't mean like fuck you, dry bar. Um, so yeah, I mean I've got I think my Newsome homeless person joke would kill on Gutfeld. Um, and I'd be wearing leather pants, and I'd look like a true rock and roller, which nobody on Gutfeld does. I mean, if you look at all the comics who go on there, they're dressed like they're at a movie. So that wouldn't be me. If you look at when I went on Corolla, I had leather pants on and a rat shirt. Now, the weird thing is, Corolla's never asked me back, and I thought I did pretty well on it. So, but that's weird, like, I think I've said this before on the stream, but, um, the group I struggle with the most in terms of getting along with is older comics who are my age and successful. It's like there's some weird thing that jealousy is the wrong word, but like, oh, this guy's an unknown comic, but he's pretty cool. I don't want to deal with his coolness. I don't know. Um, so yeah, I mean, I can't wait either. It would help me a lot. It just would. I mean, my friend Jamie LaSalle, who took my spot opening up for Rob Schneider after I stopped, and I left in good terms with Rob. I just didn't want to be an opening comic anymore. I mean, at some point, people got to see you as a headliner, or you'll just always be that perpetual opener, kind of like Cheap Trick. Whereas Cheap Trick is a great headlining band, but they're kind of seen as, oh, they open for everybody. Um, but Jamie went from basically an unknown Buffalo radio comic to he plays theaters now. Tyrus, even though he was a famous wrestler, was not working comedy clubs. But since he's like basically the star of Gutfeld, he's playing a theater out here. Um, so no, I disagree, William. I the one who got me the job loves me. Um, she was his main assistant, and we talk to this day. She fucking adores me. So I don't know. I mean, Corolla seemed like we got along. I mean, he was very thankful and nice. So I don't know. I mean, it's weird, but it's kind of like the same thing with like, look at me and Jeff. I mean, me and Jeff technically should get along. We're around the same age. We're both roast comics. We both grew up with the same influences. Don Rickles. We both like Kiss, and he likes metal too. But it's just no. So I don't know. Uh, yeah, we'll live stream the shit out of the show. Um, well, I think Gutfeld is such that like someone like Hinchcliffe would watch it because that's probably Tony's politics. I'm guessing. He might say, "Hey, Earl was on Gutfeld last night. He killed or whatever." And Joe, maybe I should have him on. And then so that's really the main reason I want it. I know it would lead to other gigs, and it would open up the door for me performing in New York a lot more. Um, no, I don't think they fear AEW. It's just, AEW works with New Japan. So, I mean, it is kind of cool to see Joe Henry in a WWE ring, and then, you see Moose against maybe Seth Rollins at some point. I mean, I think they do it for the matchups to freshen up the bit and whatnot. Um, well, I mean, I don't find Tyrus funny, but like he shouldn't be funny. He's not a comic, He's just an ex-wrestler trying to, kind of he's leaned into the perfect gig for him, this kind of hulking right wing, I guess you'd say comic. I don't hate on that. I just watched Corolla on some show talking about Ellen DeGeneres and what a total piece of shit she is. I mean, Corolla doesn't hold back. When I wrote for Dr. Ken on the Alec Baldwin roast, and I had to go there. I dreaded that. It was like fucking because the roasts take forever. They're like 3 or 4 hours, and they edit it down. I mean, there was two comics who bombed on some of their jokes, so they had to retell them, and like the audience had to fake the laughter. I mean, that was kind of interesting to see. And Corolla started kind of bombing, but then he just started killing because he was like, I don't think female comics are funny. Like he wasn't roasting anymore. He was just kind of doing his stand up, and I was like laughing hysterically. Of course, I was right by the Comedy Central executives. They didn't like me laughing. Did I miss something you said, Essie? I think one of the things is you don't like going after the hot shows. Like it'd be good for your career if you got on Kill Tony again. I don't know if it would be, to be honest with you. I saw Ryan O'Neal last night at the Comedy Store. He was on the panel of Kill Tony last week, and he said he got a couple followers out of it, but it wasn't like he got thousands. And he's great and you think Kill Tony or Roast Battle is mean? You should have seen when Danish and O'Neill hosted Potluck. They were fucking brutal. I mean, Tony was scared of those guys. I'm not. I don't know if I would go on it. I don't respect a lot of the comics on there. So if William Montgomery like mouthed off to me, I'd literally get up and spit in his face. And David Lucas, no, not a chance. Even though you don't love them, sometimes you got to tough it out, even if you don't like them. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you gotta, I'm probably not in a position to turn down shit, but I have a hard time working with people I don't like. It's fake and phony, and it would show on camera. Now, if I spit in William Montgomery's face, that would probably break the internet. Because if he touched me, I'd fucking one punch him. And then I'd probably get sued. But I'd pick up 5,000 followers. That would probably get me on Rogan. Is there any way for you to try for the King of the Hill? It's too late, it's too late. I didn't even audition for him. I think, I don't wish cancer on anybody, so I hope she gets better. I didn't wish, when people, I had some people DMing me or, whatever, messaging me, hey, isn't it great Jeff has cancer? I'm like, not really. As much as I don't like that guy, as big of a piece of shit as I think he is, I don't wish cancer on anyone. I'd watch my mom go through it. You don't wish that on anybody, even my most fierce enemies. And I don't really have many. I would not wish cancer on anybody. And, I would absolutely get sued if I hit William Montgomery or David Lucas and one punched him, but it would break the internet. But it's on tape, like I don't know if I want that on tape. Like look at Pat Dixon and, when he hit Gino, it was on tape. It was replayed ad nauseum by all the Dabbleverse shows. I'm good on that. He did have cancer. I'm not sure what kind, but I guess it's in remission. So, I'm happy in that regard. I don't wish cancer on anybody. So I had to tell people, yeah, I'm not happy he has it. All right, you guys, we've got another 2 minutes. We'll go to the 70-minute mark. It's been a fun stream. I do appreciate the super chatters. TMZ, Zumach broke the story. Imagine you have cancer and Zumach's the one who breaks the story. Oh, I haven't talked to Chad in a while, but, I think there was talk of us doing another episode of the Bad Guys podcast, which I do like. We got some great guests, man, like Vernon Wells, William Catt, Tig from Sons of Anarchy, but, Chad's just too hot, man. Too many people snipe him, and if we did a show, people would snipe it, and then they talk shit about me. I don't need that shit. So just want to say Uncle Laser is the worst comic I've ever seen live by a mile. Well, apparently Uncle Laser did the Comedy Store potluck the other night and did not do well. Now, I wasn't there, so I can't say he did bad or good, but my source I trust, and she messaged me instantly. She said every single door guy and girl was funnier than him. But that's comedy in a nutshell. He's on Netflix. They aren't. So, I haven't really heard many Kill Tony comics are good. I've heard a few people talk up Cam Patterson. I don't know him. I've never seen his act. So, there's a lot of buzz around him, I think. But, there was also a lot of buzz, when Kill Tony first started popping, baby. The big buzz was this black comic named Malcolm Hatchett. And Malcolm Hatchett literally right now quit comedy and is homeless. So, are you still cool with Tony? Yeah, I mean, we're not like best friends, but we're not enemies. Um, yes, it was. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Never thought I could fly so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. William Cott was awesome. So I do kind of miss that show with Chad because we had a girl who would get it. She worked at a studio and she would get us guests, and it was awesome. But we got Robert Wool, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I just killed Tony's. It's weird. People, I guess I'm considered a roast comic, but I'm really not, to be honest with you. I like to roast myself. And so I would say, I was the Iron Patriot twice on Kill Tony, and then I was a panelist, I think 3 or 4 times. And every time I was on the panel, I would actually try and give comedy advice. And not that I'm considered some sage comedy, guru, but I've done it long enough where I think I could give good advice. Like there was this one comic, I forget who they were, but I remember they rushed through their joke, and so they were done in about 40 seconds, and then they just kind of started staring at the panel. And when it came my turn to give him advice, everyone was ripping this kid. And I said, you should speak a little slower and just breathe a little more. And that 40-second joke you just did, if you just speak a little slower, would actually come out to be about a minute. And I could tell the crowd was like, we're not here for that shit. We want you to call him a piazza or something. So I hate myself for loving you. Can't, and that's the only words I know. Um, Good, hey, good for him, Gambu. Um, so, I don't know if I'm the right kind of person. Like Ari Shafir is perfect for Kill Tony because he'll fucking be brutal to these young comics. That's not really my. I don't really feel like it's a great accomplishment to rip into some open micer who has no skill set to come back at me. Um, so I mean, would I ever do it again? I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'll be in Austin anytime soon, but if Tony called me up and said, "Hey, do you want to do it next week?" I might entertain the thought. But I don't know. I mean, like I did very well my set at the mothership, and I wasn't asked back. So it's like I'm not gonna beg to like go on after Feng Chao at 2 in the morning. So never say never, I guess. Desmond Child, man, his box. I have his box set. Let's see. We'll end on a happy note here. Hold on. I do have Desmond Child's box set right here. I mean, it's staggering the amount of hits that this guy has written. I mean, look at that. 4 discs of hits. Talk about a piazza. Desmond Child should have won the Oscar when he had to kiss that girl in the Love on a Rooftop video. So, have you ever met William Shatner? I have not. Did you see Carmen? I mean, I did see. Since you're a mod, I'll answer that question. Gina, we've instituted a new policy in here. The mods are exempt, but I'll dabble versus questions now. You got to show me the money, honey. But since the mods get free reign in here, I did see his set. I watched it on. To give the guy credit, John from Win by Two, because he was raving about it. He said, I guess that he thought it was great and that he's funnier than Chad and Ray. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Maybe he is. I mean, you do get that beginner's luck in stand up, I find. But they expected you to pack up to Austin. Probably, but I just, I'm not going to reroute. Um, no, Gina does not pay. The moderators can ask any questions they want. I don't pay them. This is a thankless job. Trust me on that one. So Gina Babina, William Zoom, Jess Jenna, Kip Smith, and Flat Cat can ask any questions they want. Hey now, which episodes was I the Iron Pager? I do remember the one episode where I got probably the best line of all my Kill Tony appearances was when Ari Shafir was a guest. And early in the episode, he said, "You're a superhero, Earl. You're the Iron Patriot. What kind of power do you want?" And I said, "White power." And it got a big laugh. Very early on. I think, I don't know when the Iron Patriot quit the show, but it was pretty soon after he quit. They had a few of us fill in for him. I did 2 fill ins. And then my Kill Tony panel appearances, I was on with Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. I was on with Michael Costa. I was on with Kirk Fox once, and I think Mike Lawrence. So, I don't know the episodes. So I'm pretty sure if you put in Earl Skakel Kill Tony, it'll pop up. I mean, the last time I was on Kill Tony, it was the Sam Roberts and Jim Norton episode, and Ali McCoskey was on talking about 2 comics who took her to Tijuana, and I chimed in, "Oh, you mean Dalia and Callan?" And Tony kicked me under the table. He's like, "Well, there goes those 2 guests." And look how right I was. Earl, are you a Fred Stoller fan? I am. He's very funny, Fred Stoller. I mean, I remember I was at the Comedy Store one night, but he's almost shy because I was supposed to go on, and then Adam said to me, "Earl, do you mind if Fred goes on?" I'm like, "No, he's a fucking legend." And he asked Fred to go on, and Fred was like, "No." So kind of reminded me of the time they say Larry David when he first got into coming back into stand-up. I think it was at the Cellar. It might have been somewhere else. He got up there, looked at the crowd, didn't say a word, and just was like, "I don't think so," and just walked off. Yeah, Desmond wrote. I mean, let's see. We'll end the stream on songs Desmond Child wrote. So let's see. Let's get to he wrote "Living on a Prayer," "You Give Love a Bad Name," "Bad Medicine," "Born to Be My Baby," "Keep the Faith," "Heaven's on Fire" by Kiss, "I Was Made for Loving You," "I Hate Myself for Loving You," "Angel," "What It Takes," "Crazy," "Hole in My Soul." I mean, it's fucking nuts. And that's just on disc 1. I mean, the publishing he gets from just those songs alone is really unbelievable. All right, you guys. Well, I'm canceling my membership. Bobinsky adds nothing and gets her Ray questions answered for free. Yeah, but Colt C, no need to cancel your membership. But the moderators work for free, so I allow them to ask any questions they want as a form of payment, if you will. So please don't talk poorly about my moderators. And, like I said, it's a free gig. So I understand you're okay, dude. I mean, I don't beg for people to stay. So, I've enjoyed having you, Cold C. I understand your position, but, I want you guys to all get along. But if you don't, you don't. But I don't beg people to stay. So, Earl Skakel over now.